From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now the latest news.
Kylie Conway has all the news you need to know.
And more.
Please stand by.
Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Friday, June 12th. IU's president wants the school to reconsider renaming some buildings on its campuses in the new push to fight racism. Michael McRobbie made the announcement to school trustees this morning. McRobbie says the goal is to find any buildings on any IU campus that are named after a person who publicly held views that do not align with the university. He also says he does not believe the process will be quick, but also didn't give a timeline for its completion. Services were held today to honor the life and legacy of former IU football player Chris Beatty. Beatty was shot and killed on May 30th during the second night of protests that turned into riots in downtown Indianapolis. His services were held at the Pavilion at Pan Am at noon today. Friends of the 38-year-old say they could spend hours talking about his passion for life and, of course, football. Beatty graduated from Cathedral High School in 2000, then went on to play IU football until 2004. Longtime friend Bree Michelle said she could talk for hours about him. They met in high school, and she says he helped her through some tough times. His positive attitude and what she calls loving hugs could change your day. A memorial sits now at the intersection of Talbot and Vermont Streets where Beatty was shot. Many of the boards up on the businesses bear the hashtag #LiveLikeChris. Instead of flowers, the family requests a donation be made to the Chris Beatty Memorial Fund. It's on a GoFundMe site. Almost $140,000 has been raised so far. The money will go towards setting up scholarships for incoming students at IU and at Cathedral High School in Chris's memory. And charges have been filed against a woman accused of using her van to strike protesters on Monument Circle. Diane Goebel faces one count of criminal recklessness with a deadly weapon. That's a level 6 felony. Goebel was driving on Monument Circle on June 8th. According to investigators, she tried to drive slowly through a gap of protesters. Then investigators say video recovered from cameras installed in the area, they show that protesters were striking her vehicle and were hitting her hood before she accelerated. 4 people were injured. Goebel left the scene before calling 911. She told News 8 in a recent interview that she did not hit anyone or plow into anyone. She claims protesters were jumping on the hood of her van. One witness told News 8 that Goebel was increasing in speed and that she had started off, and the witness thought that people were jumping on her car in response after she had started to speed up. A video described as partial by IMPD was posted to Facebook. You can find that on wishtv.com. Her initial hearing has not been scheduled. And Wish TV is proud to launch a new project called We Stand Together. Our goal is to provide a voice to help spark change in Central Indiana to fight racial injustice. We're starting by teaming up with Lilly, one of the country's largest corporations, for an Indy Day of Solidarity. This is an unprecedented event in Central Indiana, and it's something both we here at Wish TV and at Lilly are committed to for far more than just one day. We're partnering with Lilly, Radio 1, and the Indianapolis Recorder to magnify the voices demanding peace, racial justice, and dignity here in our home and across the nation. This all started earlier this week when Lilly brought thousands of their employers together for the message to stand together and demand equal treatment for everyone. That message follows weeks of protests in Indianapolis and across the country of people fighting police brutality and systemic racism. Indy Day of Solidarity is a 30-minute call to action featuring Lilly CEO Dave Ricks, Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett, and the director of the Kennedy King Memorial Institute as part of the Indy Day of Solidarity broadcast. You can watch that 30-minute special tomorrow, that's Saturday, at noon. You can watch that on Wish TV. We'll also stream it on wishtv.com and on our Wish TV Facebook page. Our partners at Radio 1 and the Indianapolis Recorder will also have the special on their Facebook pages. And the Trump administration is preparing an executive order on police reform. President Trump says the order will encourage police departments nationwide to meet the most current professional standards for the use of force, including tactics for de-escalation. President Trump made the announcement yesterday during a roundtable with faith leaders, law enforcement officials, and small business owners in Texas. It's his first concrete proposal for police reform in response to the national outcry. The president offered very few details about the order. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are already working on police reform legislation. This week, Democrats introduced the Justice in Policing Act. It looks to ban tactics like chokeholds, to end no-knock warrants in drug cases, and create a national registry for tracking police misconduct. Republicans are also crafting their own police reform bill that could be released as soon as today. And back here at home, Castleton Square Mall is back open today after someone was shot to death inside. Police say they were called to the mall around 5:45 last evening. The coroner identified the victim as 23-year-old Trey Terrell. Police say a group of people were in custody for questioning and that the shooting was not random. Officers patrolling the mall said that they had heard several gunshots and saw people running out of the mall. The shooting happened near the entrance, spilled out into the parking lot. Investigators found several shell casings on the ground, even some weapons. They have not told us how many shots were fired. The latest numbers from the state health department are out regarding COVID-19, and they show 452 new positive cases of the coronavirus in the state. That brings the total number of positive cases to more than 39,000. 16 more Hoosiers died from the virus, meaning now more than 2,200 people have died. More than 335,000 Hoosiers have been tested. And today, Dr. Christina Box announced that beginning Monday, testing will be open to all Hoosiers or people who live out of state and work in Indiana at all Optum-served sites. You can get tested. You do not need to have symptoms or be high risk. Children under the age of 12 may also be tested at these sites. And the stock markets picked up on Friday after a day of losses in Asia and following Wall Street's heavy sell-off the day before of worries over a possible second wave of coronavirus cases. Dow and S&P 500 futures were up 2.2% and 1.9% respectively, indicating some stabilization after the Dow on Thursday fell by almost 7%. This has been your News 8 Daily 8. For Wish TV, I'm Kylie Conway, online at wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
allindianapodcastnetwork.com.